Soldier right here. We got a young soldier. Yahweh Shah right here, man. You know?
He probably.
And
Shalom.
that's what's
Shalom.
going on. God. And we out here, you know. And guess what, man? The Lord sees this. You know? All this is being recorded in the heavens. Forget that camera, man. The camera's right there is what matters, man.
Big camera.
He a young boy, man. He could be home playing a video game, doing whatever,
You
man.
chose to come. I asked him if you wanted to come with me.
And
Honestly, it was all girls there. It was all sisters.
See?
I told you I
That's
could
why
chill
I
with
said.
you, man.
Huh?
I take to get away from all the girls.
Good. Exactly. I can't get guess what? Cause being around all those women, man, that's confusion, man.
Right.
You know? It says the Lord is not the author of confusion, man. Matter of fact, that's his first. He want to be around men, you know? And it ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know? You sit around a bunch of women, what you gonna learn? You know? All they doing is talking about what man they do this with, man.
I don't want him to sit around certain stuff, man.
That's crazy.
It's too much. It's too, you know what I'm saying? He's young. But again,
Grab
he's smart.
1
So I don't
Corinthians
be
14 and 33.
wanting-
But yo, the Lord said he's going in these times that he's going to pour his spirit among all. He's going to pour his.
I got Jada in your house. I got two.
Yeah, you got decent.
He said he's going to pour his. He said he's going to pour his spirit among all flesh, man. Grab 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. But like I said, being in the house with all them women, that's confusing, man. And I know how the little brother feels. I grew up in the house amongst a bunch of women, man.
Too, man.
You know, that's like, I think it was like 7, 8 women. That's 8 different periods that you have to deal with. You know, so first of all, matter of fact, because once a woman has her cycle, she's unclean for 7 days. Man. You know, because she's bleeding for 7 days. So if you're living with 8 women in one household, your house is always unclean, man. 14 and 32. 1 Corinthians 14 and 32. You know? Because the Lord is not the author of confusion, man. Alright? And then you got like everything that's in this society right here is a bunch of confusion, man. You got men dressing up as women, women dressing up as men. Matter of fact, it was this one chick I walked past at my job today, man. She worked for Coca-Cola, yo. And when I looked from a distance, I'm like, yo, that look like a dude. But then I was getting close, I'm like, yo, no, that's a woman. Because now I just look at the whole body. You know, some women, they tape their chest down so it can look like they got muscles and all that.
Right.
You know, so they really want to look like men, man. They get their hair cut. They grow like, yo.
Right.
Yo, they even take hormones to start growing beards, man.
Beards and all
You know?
that. I'm like, yo.
They might even get the surgery to have a young mean. You know? But that's confusing, man.
Right.
You know? But that's what the word Babylon means, which is Babal in the Hebrew.
Right.
Which is confusion. That's why America is known as Babylon, man. And that's just plain simple right to the point, man. Because everything that's around you is confusion, man. You know, you got all these different doctrines, man. You know? Like the righteous is not ruling, man. You know? So guess what? The people are mourning. But bring that out real quick, I'm sorry.
You said 15 and you said 14 and 30?
14 and 31.
31.
33, sorry.
14 and 33?
Right.
From the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, and verse 33. For Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah is not the author of confusion, but of peace.
That's right.
As in all churches of the saints.
That's right, man. So Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah is not the author of confusion, man.
That's right.
But of peace, man. Alright? So, matter of fact, yo, when King Solomon, this is another reason, just to touch on this real quick. like that. Like a lot of people have a problem with. They say King Solomon wasn't Yahweh Shai, you know, was a reincarnation of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, but yo, when King Solomon was ruling, Israel was at peace, man. They ain't have to fight. The same way when we be ruling in the kingdom, we gonna be at peace. All nations is gonna be at peace with us. That was one of the main key points that stuck out in my head, man. I'm like, damn, yo, Solomon was everybody was at peace with him, and everybody was coming to Solomon. All other nations was coming to Solomon because they was like, damn, this dude, his wisdom is crazy, man.
That's right.
How Esau, his wisdom is impeccable. You know, like how Esau say Edomites, man. You know? Yeah, what was it? The Queen of Sheba and all that. They was all different. They was heathen nations, man. Coming to Solomon, who was an Israelite, for knowledge, man. You know, and that's crazy, man. So the Lord is not the author of confusion, it's peace. And yo, just like it said, read that one more time, Baba Kishar. It says in all churches right there, man. You know,
the book of 1 Corinthians.
Which the churches is all you different Israelite groups, man.
That's right.
You know. But what's in all Israelite groups now? You got confusion, man. Confusion amongst doctrine. You know? But you got one group Israelites that got that same doctrine, which is the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, which starts with the elders and apostles at GMS, man. That's right. The apostles and elders, Salaki at GMS, man. You know? Go ahead,
From the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, in verse 33. For Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
That's right. As in all churches of the saints.
That's right.
All right. So everything is supposed to be done decently and in order, man. All right. So if you're not doing things that way, man, you're not a part of the body of Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Things have to run smoothly, man. So if you ain't doing things those ways, man, basically what they say, you in the way, man. Like you got ISUPK, GOCC, you know. This nigga down on Kensington Ave times a docket. You know, like, yo, man, when I was walking down, that's crazy because the young boy with us today, man. The young boy with us today, but it was a dude standing out front, and they be wearing, yo, that's like, you know, like trying to get into a nightclub, basically. Going to that church. Because they got the dudes with the like I told you, the metal detectors and all that. But the boy, he was out there, and I don't know if that woman belonged to another man. But from the looks of it, you know, she all in his face. What's the difference between that and the Baptist church, man? You know? That's confusion, man. That's confusion. There's no difference between that and the masjid. You know? Because for one, you teaching another man's woman, you're not supposed to do that, man. Alright? That's something you're not supposed to do. But these Negroes, they go ahead and do it anyway, man.
That's right.
Why? Because they're disobedient, man. And then these women be having men and still smiling in another man's face, man.
That's right.
So they out of order, man. You know?
Worrying about another man at all.
Yeah, cunt, man.
You should be on your mission.
Cunt.
Get in, get out.
Exactly, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but basically they supposed to learn, matter of fact, grab 1 Timothy 2 and 11.
What?
Huh?
The 2 and
11.
11, my bad. The 2 and 91. Shout it out. From the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, In verse 11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
So that's the way the woman's supposed to learn. Alright? But trying to hold up.
And then all these, I see, especially in the Christian church, all women, and even in the Christian church, the positions that these women have rule over the men. Some Christian pastors and deacons and whatever you want to call them. And it's funny because it reflects on the home. Because most of these church women, they rule over their men at home. They respect the pastor at church more than they respect their husband.
Exactly.
They husband, half the time the husband don't even want to go to the church. They force him to. You go to church to keep her quiet.
Kind. Matter of fact, yo, for what you keep going.
Keep going.
Yo, from what you said about the women having authorities in churches and all that, yo, read that, man. That's crazy.
From the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
There you go. What you just said, man. Yo, read that one more time, man. Because like you said, like you go to churches and all that, man. What you got, the woman out there? Or matter of fact, you got woman pastors, man.
Right.
And that's crazy because I had a dream not too long ago. I say about 4 or 5 days ago. I'm cussing the church out. I came to church and it was like, it was a woman pastor, and I'm like, yo, so I started going through the scripts, I'm snapping. And she writing this stuff down, like, yo, so what else is wrong with our church? And I'm like, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, yo, it was just weird, man, but like, I was going at all of them, man, you know? But that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
But now you got the women in churches, man. And then for dudes that don't know, they might think that's cool.
Yeah.
Why? Because yo, that's why they put the woman in the church to be up on a high pedestal anyway, man. That starts with Esau, man. You know? That's how they took the men out the household. So what else you got to run to? The women run the church. What they looking for when they go to church? They looking for a man and listening to the pastor.
Pastors, pimps.
Yeah, cut.
Married women get popped by the pastor.
Cut, yeah. Praying to a white chick. Damn. Matter of fact, they had an instance over there in I think it was Africa, so somewhere over there. But who was it? The pastor, he said for them to get saved, they had to drink his cum or something crazy.
What?
It was crazy.
But they keep doing, I keep hearing stuff like that. They said one pastor said they got eat grass or something like that. Remember you brought, what was that, last week or the week before?
Oh, he was selling tickets.
Listen, no lie. This Steve that I was talking to, she got a friend. Her friend's grandmother go to church all the time. Let me tell you why I'm not even gonna like say nobody's name, but her grandmother is married. She popping the pastor and he's married. But look.
That's confusing.
It's wicked because it gets deep. She's popping them. Word is she was molesting her, I don't know, her kids, her grandkids or whatever.
Damn, that's crazy.
Or she was messing with one of her daughter's husbands.
Damn.
So
hold on. The woman was doing all that?
The grandmother was doing all of that, yo.
That's crazy.
And that's the crazy part because these are the people that people look toward. And they look for initiation and verification for certain stuff. But these people are wicked than you are.
That's why the woman be running the church. Matter of fact, grab 1 Corinthians 14.
Now this
1 Corinthians 14 and 34. Start at verse 34. But yo, that you said that. This is another reason why the woman's supposed to learn at home from her husband. For reasons just like that. And when the woman has that authority, look what she do with it.
Time.
She don't know how to handle it, man. Because first of all, women work with emotions, man.
You said 14?
14 and 34, man. First Corinthians.
That's the spirit.
They work with a whole bunch of emotions. So what's the difference between a church and a nightclub, man? You know?
You're asking me?
What's the difference between that? What's the difference between a church and a nightclub? There's no difference.
Nothing.
You know? It's, yo, man. Yo, see, oh, man.
That was weird. I'm
Yeah,
like,
she's
what?
like, you asking me?
I
I'm
was
not
like,
even
you-
looking at you. She wants some attention.
Right. Edomites,
Yeah,
man.
good. Yo,
They want to be a part of everything.
Yeah, but no, see, but they gonna be looking for it, like the way she was doing all that. That's how they gonna be in the kingdom.
Kind. But
On
you
our
know what
top.
I noticed though? Because I don't look, I don't associate myself with Edomites at all. So I know it drives them crazy when nobody's paying no attention.
Exactly.
Because what I realized
Yeah.
is how much I was paying them attention before I came into the truth.
Yeah.
And now I don't even look at them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it drives them nuts, man.
Yeah.
Because I honestly,
They hate that, man.
people tell me all the time my spirit is good. Like I got a spirit to draw people toward me.
Yeah.
And it's funny because now I don't even worry about, I don't worry about you Edomites now. And I just see it now because I used to. And y'all go buck wild, y'all go crazy.
That's
Suicidal.
A lot of women do that though.
They
But
crazy.
especially the Edomite women, man.
Man, they just be
Like, cause they think that they you know, they for so long that was, I guess you could say, a trophy, and you could say the so-called Negro populous neighborhoods for them.
right.
Cause what the niggas doing? They get money, man. They go after what Kanye West said. He got rich and went after a white
Right,
girl.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And when
But
you
look
don't
what the
wanna-
nigga did. He did the same thing.
Yeah, boy, like, girl,
You
that's
know?
definitely what he did.
He did the same thing. Why? Because that's the way this system is set up. They like, oh, them nigga women, they ain't getting this money.
Right.
You know? How many celebrities you actually know have black? Well, you got Jay-Z, but them women, they really gotta sell out though, man.
Right.
You know?
See, the women sell out differently than men.
Yeah,
I know
they're
that.
separated. Man. They
Yeah.
got a woman. You know, then the man go with the white woman, the woman she go with the white man.
Right.
Like Whoopi Goldberg, Holly Berry, and all that. So they break Israel up, man.
Right.
You know? Because they want everything to be towards them. Man.
I tell people all the time, imagine if Holly Berry would have stayed with a Jake.
Right.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
they wouldn't have had no money.
No, I'm just saying, like, on a more positive note.
Kind.
Like, it'd been, like, different. But I'm saying,
But
we
they would
probably,
have to, they would have to
She
go
was
through those
bugged
hard
out.
times. Yeah, kind.
you know what I'm saying?
But nah, read that scripture real quick.
No, you said, 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. Yeah.
But nah, because we kind of jumped on top of
Yeah,
it.
we definitely.
But, you know, to get back to, this is why the woman's supposed to learn at home, man. Like what the brother brought up. About the grandmother. You know? That's an old battle axe.
Right.
And she running around, but guess what? She learned it from somewhere too, man.
Con.
She running around sucking and humping on every the preacher and this person, that, all in the church, man.
Con. The way they were telling me the story was like she was mentally unstable. Like,
Yeah, God, and that's what they are. But guess what? Because that's from a woman having relations with all these different men, man.
Con, yeah.
You know, and all those, because you're seeing, you see that's you. That's a part of you. So now you're dealing with all these different men and all those different spirits being put into you. You know, so that's why these women bug the hell out, man. You know, and then that's all these different doctrines that a man is teaching. You know.
Right. From the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, and verse 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches.
That's right. Yo, matter of fact, that's it right there. But now you keep going. But it say, let your women keep silence in the churches, man. You know? But yo, you got in the churches now, what the woman doing? She determining what time the church closed, open. She always running her mouth.
Doing all the programs.
Yeah, cut.
Name on everything, face on everything.
Yeah, cut. It says keep silence. So that don't sound like a woman being a pastor to me, man. You know? And the first thing, if you know how the churches teach whatever, but the first thing they're trying to tell you is about Priscilla and Aquila. Which Priscilla, and those were Israelites, first of all. with Greek names.
Right.
So they was living amongst the Greek society, but they knew that they were Israelites.
That's right.
All right. The same way now. So Priscilla was the woman, Aquila was the husband, man. All right. So he had his woman in order. She wasn't running around trying to prophesy and teach men. You know? And then they be like, oh, she was a prophetess. A prophetess means a singer, man. All right? That don't have nothing to do with prophesying out here teaching a man. When the scriptures is plain, it say the Lord is not the author of confusion, man.
That's right. Let your women keep silence in the churches.
That's right.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak.
Damn. And yo, this is why a lot of women have a problem with the Apostle Paul's teachings, man. Because yo, Apostle Paul was straight to the point, man. You know? And guess what? And he was right on point with Yahweh Shem Shah's words, man. You know? Because Yahweh Shah chose him, man. When he was persecuting Yahweh Shah, man. And the disciples and all that. He was persecuting them dudes, man. Coming at him. Guess what? Yahweh Shah took him and used him, man. Go ahead, and he wrote some of the deepest sayings in the scriptures, man.
But they are commanded to be under obedience.
That's right. They commanded to be under obedience, man. And our women, they don't want to be under no obedience, man.
That's right.
You know? Just like the men, man. They run wild. They run wild, man. You know, they don't want no type of authority, man. You know, I used to be one of them dudes, man. Like, damn, man, I hate authority, man. You know, but this what this truth teaches you, man. We all under somebody, man. You know.
That's funny that you said that too, because I always had a problem with authority.
Yeah, it cut.
And I realized it probably was my spirit telling me that wasn't what I was supposed to be doing.
Exactly. Yeah, it cut.
That's why I had a problem with it.
Yeah, yo,
that's really right. Like I really was thinking about pondering a lot of stuff because I did. A lot of people that's told me all my life, oh, you got a problem with somebody telling you to do something. No, it's not really what me having a problem with you. It's what you're telling me to do. It's not the right thing to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I peeped that. I got that about myself.
And yo, I was the same way, nigga. Like, yo,